Every year since 2010, I have made top 5 lists of my favourite films from the year before, and I've uploaded them in video form to various places.
Our top 5 films of 2010.
Our rundown of the best films, TV shows and video games of the year.
This will be our 3rd year putting our top 5 films of 2012 on this channel. We're talking about our top 5 films of 2013.
I did make a list this year, but for various reasons wasn't able to upload it, though we tried several times. And I didn't really want to break this tradition. I quite like looking back at these things and these years, seeing my taste in films, seeing how I felt about these films, and even seeing like how my opinions have changed in some cases. That being said, here are what I consider to be the top 5 must-watch films of 2014. Coming in at number 5, we've got X-Men First Class,
Beasts of the Southern Wild, The Hunger Games, Catching Fire,
Guardians of the Galaxy, which I think goes a long way to further that genre. I know that there are people out there that find these Marvel films hollow and lacking, and I can sort of see where these people are coming from, especially those sorts of people who didn't grow up with Marvel or didn't grow up with comic books or something like that. Guardians of the Galaxy, though, I think transcends the Marvel film and is just great sci-fi, and it's also great comedy. That's about the amazingly creative animation, the wonderful nostalgic score, and it was easily the best film of the summer. At number 4, we got
Shutter Island,
The Ides of March.
Indie Game the Movie, Filth.
We've got Steve McQueen's 12 Years a Slave. I just want to be clear that I will never watch this film again. It's not a film that I will ever go back to. Everything about the content of the film was so awful and made me feel so terrible. It made me feel like someone had just kicked me in the gut. It was horrible. But it is undeniably a masterpiece. And like Schindler's List and Boys Don't Cry, it's a film that you may not watch more than once, but it's a film that you owe it to yourself to watch at least once. At number 3,
Brothers,
Drive,
The Avengers, Captain Phillips,
Chef by Jon Favreau, and it is one of the most feel-good films I've ever seen in my life. I love these films that take an area of life that I know nothing about, and just by showing me how much the character loves this certain thing, in this case food, it makes me fall in love with that thing. And unlike 12 Years a Slave, this is a film I will go back to again and again and again, and it will probably make me cry every single time.
Number 2, The Social Network,
The Tree of Life.
Shame.
my number 2 too, spoiler. So.
Fantastic.
Well, my number 2 is Django Unchained.
I was watching a review by Mark Commode like halfway through 2014, and I came across this film by a filmmaker called Diego Kumada Diaz. The film's called The Golden Dream, and once again, it is a film that you're not going to feel good after you have watched, but it is important. I live in the UK, I live in London, and the attitude towards immigration in this country by large groups of people is contemptible. How easily that a lot of people that I interact with on a daily basis can forget things like simple humanity is astounding, and I think that this film puts a lot of that into perspective. It's not about Britain, it's not about Muslims, which is the big hot button issue in this country at the moment. It's about something entirely different, but the ideas are the same, and the humanity is the same, and my God, the heartbreak is the same.
Finally, my number 1 had to be, and I'm so surprised. I've got it. It's Toy Story 3.
It's Black Swan.
The Hobbit. Rush.
Yeah.
And my number 1 film will come as no surprise to anyone who knows me. I'm a big Richard Linklater fan, and I thought Boyhood was a masterpiece. The highest compliment I can pay to this film is that it felt like it was about me. So many of the little tiny incidental details of this film reminded me in a really profound way of things that had happened or have happened in my own life. His dad has the sort of cool sports car, but as he sort of grows with his new family and his new family grows itself, he has to get the bigger car, which isn't as cool, and he sells the... And then, like, just that thing, and I'm sure so many people, especially whose parents are not together anymore, have felt those things. The whole film, from start to beginning, and it is long, it's sort of encroaching on the 3-hour mark, but I wouldn't take a minute out. I would not take a minute out. That film is so special to me. It felt so personal, and it is a film, once again, that I will go back to again and again and again. Alright, so there is something there for every single mood. We've got 3 films that will make you feel great and will make you laugh and cry, but in a good way. And we got 2 films that are gonna suck, but are important and that you need to watch, if only once. I want to know what your top 5 films of last year were, so if you leave them down in a comment below, I will pick one of those comments at random and I will draw you something and send it to your address. I can't draw, so it might not be very good, but I will do it anyway. So leave a comment down below and I will see you next time.